Did you have the link?
Yeah,
Okay.
here I'm gonna send y'all the link. While we sharing out the link, make sure y'all get over there and share out the link as well. You feel me? This is plug number 99. This one number 99. Let's
99
go.
problems.
But the plug ain't one. Come on, man. We here. We rolling. We ain't gonna stop either. Make sure y'all get over there, like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube page. We also live on Facebook as well. Make sure y'all get on Facebook and share. Let's see here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here, I'm gonna tag you real quick. I'm gonna tag our guest in the comments real quick.
That delay.
All right, I just tagged our guest for number 99 in our chats. Make sure y'all get over there and like his page as well. We about to get started with the plug. Like, share, and subscribe. Got a major weekend coming up. But further less, let's get started. Let's start off number 99. We're going in the right direction. We got our most infamous director in the game right now, Mr. Director DW Goodloe. How you living, dog?
What's going down?
Yeah, man. How you living?
Thank you for having me on the show, man. I really appreciate it.
Nah, man. It's definitely an honor, man. I hope I don't talk your ear off in this episode of the podcast.
Nah, you good. We here to chop it up.
Man, this is going to be exciting. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all tap into some of these things that this guy is doing. One of the most premier black directors in the game, and we speaking into life right now. One of the top directors in the game right now, right here on the plug number 99. You better believe it. Hey, man, you got a lot of stuff on your plate. I don't even know where to really start with this conversation. But last weekend, I believe you had a fight, a boxing, a thing that you had attended to. Tell us a little bit more in your involvement and what you're kind of doing there, big dog.
So, shout out to Desi Martinez, Desi Martinez Promotions, dmpboxing.com.
Nice.
It's my newest venture, working with them in the boxing promotion world. So we had our first fight at Techport Center. We had the DMP Boxing Presents a Fighters First Management Fighters Showcase.
That's what's up.
Presented by Quintana Rum.
Okay.
At Techport, Boeing Center at Techport.
Beautiful arena, beautiful atmosphere as well.
Man, amazing. They got
crazy.
lightning in there.
Oh my.
They got lightning in there. So we had Gio Cabrera, Justin Figueroa, Shariah Moreau, Sebastian. It was Seabass. We had an amazing evening.
That's dope.
A lot of local fighters, Texas fighters. Isaac Bermia, KP Thug. I mean, it was a number of fighters.
It looked like a good card, very good card.
Did their thing.
Yeah, it looked like a great event. You are definitely a high part of these events, man. What are some of the things that you're doing? You're not in the ring fighting. We ain't got the director in here fighting.
I'm in the production world fighting. So what I was in charge of, I'm executive producer. So putting together the whole show, what the fan experience from the time they walked in the door to the time they sit down, to the experience that they seen on the screen, the lights. And that's the in-arena experience. You know, shout out to my whole team, Bod Pod Media, the hype team, the interns. We had an amazing crew of people that worked with us and helped bring it together. It was a magical evening.
Man.
It was my first time doing something like that. As well, not only just doing the in-arena experience for everybody, right? And planning out the games, and shout out to Maximo and the commentating crew.
You have to go that deep into it.
Carolina Teague on the broadcasting. We had Hector Ledesma and Jesse James Leha on the commentating crew.
That's what's up.
So when I say commentating crew, we also had a live stream. So we had a broadcast where if you watched it, it was very much like if you were watching HBO Sports.
Yeah, for sure. Showtime, their pay-per-view or whatever.
We had packages on the fighters. that talked about them and where they're from. You know, it was an amazing event.
Man,
I'm looking forward to what's coming next.
That's beautiful, man. That right there is. That's, you know, for you to get to that point, I know that we have to go find our starting point to finding where the grind started. But before we get there, how do you kind of feel within that boxing realm, being with not doing TV, not doing music videos or movies? You're doing live sports. What was the difference from doing live sports and per se doing TV shows and stuff like that?
It's all organized chaos, right?
Yeah.
Being as prepared as possible.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can do. It's really not much difference other than in live TV. Yeah. Shit happens. It is what it is, and it's gonna happen.
Yep.
And you got to be able to be flexible and be able to move and know how to stay ahead of what's coming next, because it's always going to be things coming up. You know what I'm saying? Again, shit happens.
For
Stay
sure.
Flexible.
For sure, man. And that's one of the things that I know that's going to be a backbone of our conversation, definitely with you working with so many people. I know that you probably have to stay flexible. But you again, didn't start off here. This ain't where it's like, oh, all right, this is where he's kicking off at. Man, you've been doing a lot more things within behind the camera scenes as well. Director for a TV show, a sitcom as well, The Odd Life.
The Odd Life of Shay Little.
Shay Little. There we go. Season and 2. We just had Lambo Warren come through as well.
Shout out to Lambo.
Talk to us a little bit more about the show.
That's Ricky.
Ricky, we got to check out some of the show as well, man. Very well directed. It reminds me like a 90s TV show in a sense.
Thank you for that. Because that's what we was going for.
Okay.
When I sat down and thought it up and I brought it to the team, shout out to the team, an amazing team that helped bring it together. That's exactly what I was looking for. I researched what colors made sitcoms, make people remember them. What are the type of what's an A story, a B story, and a C story in a sitcom? You know what I'm saying? Understanding how that breaks down. And so I felt it as a challenge and something that I wanted to do. Comedy writing is something that, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I could do. I feel I'm funny.
It was good. It was really good. It was no cap, man. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all hit that YouTube ASAP.
The writing could be great, but if the actors and the team didn't come together with the right energy and everything. I mean, we was going into Aubrey's house, like, shout out to Deanne, because we coming in their house, and we setting up lights,
everything.
We there at 6 in the morning. We there till 10 o'clock at night. Shooting. Scene after scene after scene. Do it again. Move it.
Man.
Flip it around. Let's do the kitchen now. Flip it around. Let's do. You know what I'm saying?
It's
we had
different
people
angles.
coming in and out. Guest stars. Again. Organized chaos.
Yeah, man, it was beautiful to watch, man. I haven't got to watch all of them, but when I had Lambo come in, I watched it, and I watched a few more episodes too. And shout out to Shay. We don't got her on the camera, but we got her in the building. We got her in the building. Shay Little in the building herself here. But we appreciate her coming through as well. But man, this was special. Your daughter, right? You put this together. What kind of vision did you have putting it together for, in a sense, your daughter playing like the lead role?
She had to audition for it. She didn't just get it. No.
Okay.
She actually didn't want to do it at first.
Okay.
And then once we started doing the auditions, and I think she's seen a few people do it.
Yeah.
And I think that acting bug kicked in a little bit.
That's what's up.
And she said, I want to audition.
Okay.
So we had her put an audition. We just like everybody else.
Good.
And I tried to stay out of the voting process as much as possible. Yeah. And it came down to her and 2 other young ladies, and we chose to go in with her.
That's what's up.
It worked out really well.
That's what's up. It worked out very well. Honestly, I didn't even know that, bro. I know you are also part of the show as well. So I really didn't.
And that wasn't supposed to happen like that either. Because, and this is the unfortunate thing in San Antonio. or at least, you know, I think a lot of creatives have experienced, I don't want to say lack of support, but of lack of people knowing about what's going on, for lack of a better word.
For sure.
And so when we put the audition out for people to come in audition, we had over 250 people come in audition.
Yeah.
We had 7 from San Antonio.
That's what's up.
We had 3 for the dad, and only 2 of them were good.
Yeah.
And the one that we ended up choosing to go with was actually out of Louisiana, and he drove down here to audition.
Damn.
And he killed it. He was dope.
Yeah.
But we didn't have it in the budget. Bringing him down, putting him up, you know.
Definitely when you have to, you know, put it together and you're seeing certain things and you're like, okay, let's try this again.
And so
that's budget.
My team was like, you know the role, you wrote it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they twisted my arm.
Got you in there.
And I ended up jumping in.
Hey, bro, you did a hell of a job as well.
Thank you.
Doing both sides of it and bringing that dream to life in a sense. And like I said, it reminds me of a 90s sitcom where, like you said, you have your apartment, whether it's the Wayans brothers, whether it's Martin Lawrence, whether it's Seinfeld, those shows where it takes place like there, and it's like it makes you know that in a sense it's real. You know, it's funny, but hey, this happens all the time.
It's all a scientific formula.
Man.
Filmmaking, telling stories, being great, it's all a scientific formula.
Yeah.
And if you don't follow certain steps, then you're not going to be great. If you want to, you know what I'm saying, you either practicing to be late or you practicing to be on time. It ain't no in between.
Talk to him. Hey, man, I would like to welcome everybody to the plug number 99. We got the big dog DW Goodloe in the building. Want to give a quick shout out to our boy Aubrey. My boy Aubrey Lambo Warren out here checking out the podcast, man. What's up, big dog? Shout out AC as well, man. Hey, we checking in with y'all real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you got a lot on your plate right now. Season 1, season 2, and then you got what we're gonna work on next. Are we going season 3? How you feeling about moving on with the show?
We are going to season 3.
Nice.
It's already written.
Nice.
look, it's already written. I know the way the storyline is going. We have people that we've talked to that are down to be in season 3. So
dope.
It's in the works.
Good.
What my main goal is to get a much bigger budget than we've had.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to be able to do this on a much bigger stage, so to speak. You know, and looking to get bigger distribution.
Yes.
You know,
well, it's you got it on YouTube, so make sure y'all go check it out on YouTube right now. Ain't no reason for you not to put that in the search engine now.
And on the website too.
And on the website, go ahead.
Goodvisuals.com.
Yes, sir.
Visuals is VISUALZ.com.
Make sure y'all stay plugged in. We got season 3 coming up as well. Aubrey came through, and a little Lambo Warren came through and told me a story about how he got his role as well, and how he kind of had it, you know, kind of taken away for a little bit. And then you're like, hey, man, all right, we got you.
He was supposed to be the lead.
Yeah, okay.
That was the thing. He was going to be the lead father.
That's what's up.
The character I ended up playing.
Yeah.
And I had a friend of mine who was, his name is Rick. And that's my boy.
Yeah.
And I actually based the best friend after my partner Rick Sloan. Shout out to Rick Sloan. Need to go get some of his barbecue.
Yeah.
He's a nut, right? Like he keeps me laughing all the time. So I was like, man, you would be dope to be in this show.
Man.
And then one day, and I actually went over there and talked to him and everything. And Rick was like, man, this would be dope. And then then one day Aubrey was reading the script.
Yeah.
And I looked at her and I say, man. I say, bro, you would kill this character.
Yeah.
And I had to break it to my boy. I was like, say, Rick.
Yeah. Like, this is what we're going to do.
We're going to go with Aubrey in this position.
That's
and Rick was cool with it.
That's what's up.
It worked out for the best, man.
That's what's up.
The show, we're getting a great response from it. Like I said, and looking to do season 3 and
keep it going, man. I'm enjoying it, man. I'm a fan. I can't wait for you guys to start up production again, get everyone excited. Because I feel like this time around it's probably gonna be even bigger than what you've already been doing. Tune in,
it's organically growing.
Yep.
You know, we're gonna revisit season 1 and 2 here soon.
Yeah.
Because season 1 came out in like right around the COVID era.
Oh, wow.
2021, something like that. 2020?
That's
Was it that
what's
far
up.
back? 22? Oh, okay, 22. Yeah, because we did it back to back. We did it year after year. So 22, 23. Now it's 24. But again, I'm working towards a budget and, and
making
working to get some.
Man, we excited for y'all. Make sure y'all keep that on y'all's radar because we damn sure gonna be tuning in.
Catch up with season 1 and 2. With
and
5
1 and 2
episodes in each season.
Right now. Before I do turn the page on this, I know a lot of people want to know more about the show, of course, the characters, and then where did you get the inspiration for coming up with this 90s like sitcom style show? Because you could have did anything, bro. Like there's a lot of other things, but for this is definitely. It's been missing in the game for a while now. We people moved away from it, and it's like, well, hey man, only people that do sitcoms is Tyler Perry. That's the only one. Money. Exactly. You up next? We got him right here. He up next.
And shout out to Tyler. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, it was inspired. Like I said. I think laughter is a thing that brings people together, right?
For sure.
If we could laugh together, one of the things that Hitler did was he got rid of comedy clubs because he didn't want the Germans to become empathetic to the Jews. So he got rid of comedy clubs because laughter is a key to break down and to start communication. So it's dangerous.
Yeah. You get someone last mile can move.
Communication is dangerous. They don't want us talking. So because when you start talking, you start realizing that we're more alike than we are different.
Sure.
Shit changes. So what inspired me to do the sitcom was I seen like. When I was growing up, I had Martin to watch, and we look forward to coming home and watching these shows.
Wayne's Bros was one of my favorites.
Living Color.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then New York Undercover will come on after that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I've seen the way just the world is. So that made me want to do it and do it in the line of like Martin.
For sure.
Martin was a big, heavy influence. My Two Dads, which is a much older show, but that and The Odd Life.
Yeah. And so you have
The Odd Couple.
Within the show, you do have the stepdad, which is a white father.
Yeah.
Which within I guess is the stepdad, correct?
Yeah.
So that was definitely different. That the way that you went and wanted to keep it diverse as well. Right. I found that very interesting.
Well, because there's a lie out here. There's a lie in the media that black fathers aren't good.
Talk to him.
And the thing is, and this is why I say it's important to control our narrative. Because when you let somebody else tell your story, they're going to tell you how they think you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So and how many shows do you get?
It's up to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To tell our story and tell it and control that narrative.
Yes, sir. Man, this is a beautiful show, man. I know this conversation can go forever, and it will probably go forever. So I need y'all to go ahead and get comfortable. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe right now. Tell your best friends, hey, go ahead and get on here. Get on and sit back and enjoy the show. The plug is taking off. You feel me? I wanted to get. You've been involved with some major projects as well, man. But I want to start off with where you got this itch to pick up the camera and to really turn it up a notch and make it like, hey, this is my passion. I can make money out of this. Because our biggest thing on the plug, we all entrepreneurs in a sense.
Yeah.
We all want to know, like, hey, when did you get that itch and how did you go about taking care of it?
I've always wanted to make film.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to make film. So from when I was young, two of my favorite movies, I had them on the same VHS tape, Warriors and Weird Science.
That's what's up, okay.
Malcolm X and Natural Born Killers. All those movies were inspirations to me.
Yeah.
And I've always called myself a director. I was telling my cousins what to do.
Yeah. So, talk to her. But setting up plays.
I started off. I'm ultimately a creative at the end of the day, and music is also a passion of mine and a love of mine. And so I started off in a group named Texabama. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is starting to ring a bell for me.
Yeah,
okay.
So we had a run. For a while, probably from 2000 to about 2012.
Okay. Now you're bringing it home.
Yeah,
now you're starting. I'm putting pieces together now. Okay.
Yeah. So we had a song called "Like a Player" that was out there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we in the building.
And doing shows everywhere. I mean, being part of the hip hop community, meeting everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's family. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you come up with folks and these folks that's been in the game a decade plus. You know what I'm saying? You remember back when you first seen them at the club or in the studio, or you know what I'm saying? And you know them by their real name. You don't know them by their
where
stage
they going?
name.
Yeah,
like,
where they going by?
You remember when they brought their son to the studio that night? You was like, "Hey, little man, what up?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the type of relationships that you build in the community. But when I got out of rap, I wanted to take filmmaking more seriously, and so I picked up the camera, trying to just do anything I could. Ultimately, knowing that filmmaking is where I wanted to go, and not just. I want to work on big budget stuff, right? Like, grow as big as I could grow, right?
For sure.
So that's ultimately where I'm trying to get to. And so I've been chasing that since about 2012. And
man, it's a beautiful thing. You also do music videos as well, and then you also do movies. Tell me the first opportunity that you got that was like, hey, all right, I can take on film. Like, hey, I'm gonna start really cranking it up another notch and taking it serious.
What? Actually, shout out to Mike L. Jackson. That was somebody who gave me my first opportunity to be an assistant director on his project.
Good stuff.
And Mike is a black director that's doing his thing. I think he has a feature film that's going to be coming out here soon. But so shout out to him. But he gave me an opportunity to learn and be on a set, like a real set. And I mean, you know, bringing out truckloads of equipment. You got 35 people moving in all different directions. You got your grips, you got your catering, you got your camera department, you got your audio department, you got everything is moving.
Excuse me. Compared to like you just being like, I'm gonna set my audio up here, set my cameras up here, and so like it was like, that's that's still real.
So what it allowed me to see is productions can happen on all types of different levels, right? Like somebody that knows what they're doing with lighting can make a $300 camera look like a Red. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
Somebody that don't know what they're doing can have the most expensive equipment in the world and it still look like garbage. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So
I feel you.
It's all on you and your learning and the standard that you hold yourself to. You know what I'm saying? Because you see some people put stuff out there, and it's not a knock on them and their stuff. That's just where they at. And they growth.
Correct. And you know, it's all a process, and step by step, brick by brick. You know.
I be seeing these posts. About who the best videographer in San Antonio.
Oh man, there's some noise out there, huh?
I laugh at that because. They all talented.
Correct. Everyone has their own eye and their own vision.
I'm sorry, I'm cussing a lot, but it's not about who the best is. Now, there's going to be people that you may see that are doing great at it. Like they took the time to learn their stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you this, I don't know who the best is, right? You know good when you see it, but I say this.
For sure.
Every videographer in San Antonio, I may not say every because there's some people out here making their money, but there's a lot of videographers out here getting raped.
I already know.
There's people out here that will say, I charge X amount for a verse. I charge $500 for a verse.
Here we go.
But they want to do a video for $250. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not a knock on that. I recognize your hustle for the reason why your verse is worth $500.
Correct.
But these videographers ain't just coming out here and bringing their equipment just to film you for that day. They go home and they edit for hours.
Days. It ain't just like
to meet your approval.
Come on,
whoever me if I'm the customer to meet my approval. You know what I'm saying? Like these videographers are worth they salt. And when I hear the numbers that they get, and when the numbers that I know are out there, man, pay these videographers, man. They putting in work.
Bro, I honestly, this is why I'm excited to have you a part of the podcast, because in a sense, I had also picked up the same venture. I wanted to do music videos and film, so that's why I'm like, man, I'm glad you're here, because this conversation is one of the best ones.
They want a camera that's worth $5,000, $10,000.
And then you get in different lenses to put on different.
And then the lenses.
Come on, man.
One lens can be $1,300.
Come on, man.
$1,600, $1,800 for the lens.
Yep.
And if you walk out with a camera that ain't up to their expectations, they gonna walk off from you.
And it's
no
like
matter how hard you gonna work.
Exactly. And then it's like $250. You gonna give me $250 for man? People, it's not the fact of getting $250. It's the fact that they don't want to give you the $250. And I'll be like, bro, I came out there, shot it for 3 hours, 4 hours, and I've been sitting here ever since, like cutting. At the end of
the day, a music video, even if it's a one camera shoot, even if it's just bringing out 2 lights, it's going to be on average 3 hours to shoot it. And then
minimal.
On average, maybe 10 hours to edit it if they worth it down.
If they really cutting it,
if
looking
really
at the song and really looking at it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's on the minimum. So say that's 15 hours worth of work right there. You know what I'm saying? And so now you break down 250. 15 into 250.
What you got? You only got like $12. That's not $12.50 an hour.
They arguing for more than that at McDonald's.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So
hell nah.
All I'm saying is, man, these videographers is out here working hard. Shout out to all of them. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing.
I agree.
Pay them what they worth, man. They worth their weight in gold.
That's for sure. And I know, like I said, I've had my run-ins with rappers, and I'm just like, nah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and stick to what we doing here.
I come from rapping, so I understand.
That's true.
I understand the hustle. I understand when you just trying to grind, and you like, bruh, if I could just get this popping, then once this happened, and I can make this happen, and I can make this happen. But time is still worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
Time is still worth it.
For sure. And then perfecting it, like you said, going through the music video.
Because you don't want no video that sucks. So now you're going to make them make sure that they put in the work to make it look good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So pay them people, man.
That's a good plug, and that's probably the plug for the show right there. But I also wanted to tap in. You, Lambert Warren, also off camera mentioned some things about like some of the people you were able to work with recently that like getting in feature films and stuff like that. Tell us a little bit more about that, because I forgot some of the names that he was giving me. I was like, what? Really? What are some of the people that you had the opportunity to work with so far?
People hate because I don't like talking. I learned a long time ago, say less and do more.
Love that.
So I got a feature film that I'm working on right now on a big team. Feels weird when I say names, but it's some big names.
Yeah.
And we're working to get the funding right now, so we're looking to be shooting towards more later this year. God willing, and the creek don't rise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yes, sir.
It's some amazing times right now.
For sure.
I'm blessed to have them going on.
Man, so we go. I guess we go. He ain't gonna give the plug the whole thing. I guess we're gonna have to wait until, you know what I'm saying, he drops the exclusive news.
Sometimes we speak things too soon.
That's what Lambo is telling us. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I like to put in the work, and then so when you see it, know I put in the work. Like I'm not. It like the great directors, right? You look at them. You know, like the ones that inspire me, the Spike Lees, the Ryan Coogler's, the Coen brothers, what's his name, with Pulp Fiction.
Quentin Tarantino.
Tarantino, Tarantino, that's my generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mastermind.
But these are the ones that I'm working to have my name mentioned alongside.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to study. If I want to be great, I have to live up to that. I have to put in that work to be that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm working to do, and I'm not trying to take no shortcuts, not trying to take no losses.
Yeah.
And even though those come, and in losses, come learning.
That's what's up, man. Make sure y'all get over there, like, share, and subscribe right now. This is the plug number 99 with my homie DW Goodloe. I can't believe he pulled up, man. I got so much on my mind for this podcast already. I know we already at that time, but y'all gonna have to stick around for a little bit longer, all right? You mentioned a lot of, and through our conversation, I definitely want to tap in. I definitely get the energy of like you're definitely pro-black when it comes to like how you're doing things from the Malcolm X I heard to our directors as well. I find that very special because not many of us get to get that push. How are you kind of feeling about, I guess, you know, it's just not San Antonio, but for the worldwide, in a sense, for black directors to get that push or to have that almost like big name or big platform like some of the other directors do?
Well, I'm black and white, but I'm a black man in America.
Talk to him. So they gonna pull you over.
I'm very pro-black. And I have a lot of strong opinions, a lot of strong views, and ultimately, you know, empowering us to know our own strength and know our own selves and understand, you know, there's a lot of America is capitalist, so that means we're gonna make money. Right?
For sure.
So money has no feelings. Business has no feelings. So, but a lot of times we don't understand how deep business is in America. When people are talking, you know, it's always business coming out of their mouth, even if they're just trying to manipulate a situation into their favor, so that they can make money. They, you know, the whole Biggie and Tupac situation, right? East Coast versus West Coast.
For sure.
It's some real shit that went down in it, you know what I'm saying? But it was some personal feelings that went on between them two brothers, and there's a lot more to it, you know, a lot deeper to it. But ultimately, what I was gonna say is that there's a group of people that used it to make money.
Yeah, for sure. That
and they inflamed situations and used it for marketing, and that has been one of the strongest marketing tactics in hip-hop since that moment. And it's just like when Master P started selling CDs out the trunk. He wasn't the first one to do it. He's one of the ones that popularized it. You know what I'm saying? So when you say that and you think Master P, you know what I'm saying? So these are business strategies. Soulja Boy with selling ringtones and things like that. These are 3 business strategies that once they took hold in the hip-hop community, they didn't change.
They knew how to make the money out of it. And continue to make the money too.
The problem is I think it's stifled our creativity within hip hop. Hip hop was once the voice of the street.
Now
and I don't mean
street in like the street. It's like the street for the people.
The people. It was used to communicate. You know, something that's very that about us as black people is we're very smart. We have intrinsic knowledge. That means that we don't have to hear it doesn't have to be said exactly. We can pick. So, for example, I'm stuttering. Let me slow down. This is what I mean. When they had tribal dances back in the day, right? These were war dances that were going on. When colonists came over, they seen these war dances and they said, these are savages just dancing in the moon.
Correct.
They just dancing.
No,
there was
stories
really
being behind it.
Being told. You know what I'm saying? There was lessons being taught in that dance that you may not understand because it's not part of your culture.
Lineage culture. Heritage.
So since they have now hijacked that word culture, and they have bought it and now trying to sell it back to us, it don't have the same meaning anymore. But our culture is still there. It's just been hijacked by capitalism.
That's man. And definitely with hip hop, like you said, they definitely took it to the point where they making money off of it themselves and robbing some of these artists, you know, just, hey, sign this contract, do this and do that. The last part, you know, that's perfect to segue for our music videos. We spoke on doing music videos. Tell me about the creativeness behind getting behind the camera and listening to somebody's songs and creating a visual that they agree with and coming up with.
You know what's crazy is whenever I hear music, I already see a visual. Like it's like I remember there was one time I was watching this dude. He was a genius in numbers, right? And you throw him a number, 682 plus 1,997, and he would just throw it back at you, throw the number right back, right? And they asked him, they was like, "How do you do it?" He said, "I don't know. I just see colors." He said, I see colors. You start saying numbers, I see colors. And next thing I know, I got a different color, and I'll tell you the number. He didn't even know how he did it. He just did it.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because when I hear music, I immediately start seeing imagery.
That's the key. I
start seeing imagery, and I start seeing ideas, and I start thinking of things. And, you know, a music video treatment can come pretty fast. It's actually funny because me and Aubrey did a video yesterday downtown. And we created a scene. It was a kind of a one location shoot, but like I was telling you a little bit earlier, as a creative, your challenge is to make the most out of as little as you have.
And what you're gonna be provided or what you can get. Yep.
Because if you could do Lawrence of Arabia, you could do a big cast of thousands if you want to.
You got the budget.
In the real world, you're probably only gonna have this, and you got to make this out of it. Yep. So. You know, we had fun last night shooting the video, and I think it's going to come out amazing. And a lot of it came, you know, we knew what we wanted to do. We already talked about it. We have a process that we go about. But when we got there, Aubrey is he's a natural talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
like you said, from the music to being behind, being acting.
Comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And when you have somebody that you can work with like that, it makes it easier to create the magic.
For sure.
Because in the videos, that's all you end up seeing is the end game. You don't know nothing that happened behind the scenes. You don't know that there was a dude that got shot right around the block.
Correct.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
You just know what you see when you see it. You don't even know. Look, take it back. You don't even know what the videographer got paid.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
All you know is what that videographer's work looks like when you do it.
Yep, and when you see it, you're like, okay.
When you see it.
Yep.
So that's why I tell people, like,
bro, I seen that you guys got it set up to the point where it was like, I hate to do a spoiler, like I know the music video coming out soon. Y'all had a dead body out there and all that, man.
He had it all on the
man. I was like, bro, y'all got into detail, the lights, the camera, sirens, and everything.
Like that because it gives you a glimpse of what's going on.
That's what's up, man.
And you'll see the video soon.
For sure.
You know, and that's the part of being a creative. I have so many friends that are creatives, from poets, filmmakers, musicians. You know what I'm saying? It just runs the gamut of being a creative. But the thing about being a creative is that it's not a one-time thing.
For sure.
You always are being a creative. Even people that be like, I'm going to retire from rapping. I'm 30-something years old. I'm not finna do this no more. Like, bro.
But you still go be in sense.
Chill out. Take the summer off.
Yeah.
You go back to the studio in the wintertime. You be all right.
Yep,
like,
exactly.
It's personal.
Yep.
You don't have to put it out to the world.
Yep.
But be creative. Let your creative juices flow.
Yep.
And so once you do that, you stack up enough to where you always have something coming out.
For sure. And that's the formula too, because that's where I was at with this, is building that consistency. But now I got up to the point where I'm like, I got something to always put out. I'm finally here with it. And I appreciate you coming through for 99, because we still go be here with it. Come on, man. Before I let you go, man, I definitely want everyone to tap in. Tell me a little bit more about your team, some of the things that you about to get up and going. Again, season 3 on the way. Make sure y'all go check out season 1 and 2 right now. But tell us a little bit more we got lined up and should expect for 24.
So 2 other projects that I'm also with. Shout out to Forward Progress. Nice. Last year I was part of the EYCCP. And it's where we were teaching students from the District 2, so from the east side, filmmaking and different jobs within and around it. And so we're restructuring and looking to be doing that for a 3rd season.
That's good.
So we'll be getting the final call on that soon, on whether we're going to be doing it or not. But as soon as we do, I'm gonna be putting the word out where we be looking for students again. High school students who want
that's impactful, man. That's impactful.
And content creation, because that's what we got to do is shit. Each one teach one,
man.
Because that's how we build it up.
Them cameras ain't cheap.
Them cameras ain't cheap.
Them cameras ain't cheap. You ain't gonna come by no camera that easy.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Forward Progress, as well as shout out to SABIF, which is the San Antonio Black International Film Festival.
Nice, bro. I'm going to that next go.
We're into our 5th year this year.
That's what's up.
And our maybe 6th year. Shout out to Ada Bobineau and the whole team. Ada's been working hard on this to build this up. Last year we had Felicia Rashad and Debbie Allen as our honorees. Felicia Rashad actually came into town down at the Carver because we have a historic theater in our District 2 on the east side, because we have history on the east side that people don't recognize.
Yes, sir.
And we got a lot of beauty on the east side. We got a lot of talent in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. And I think, you know, in my opinion, these next 10 years, because San Antonio was the fastest growing market. You got Wimbyama now. You got, you know, we're going to be bringing boxing here and exploding boxing in the region even more.
Yeah.
Because this region, from Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, with Austin right there, is a metroplex.
Oh yeah.
Or not even a metroplex. It's bigger than that. It's another term that I can't think of right now, but it's huge and a megalopolis.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that it's the biggest population outside of the East Coast and the West Coast. It's right there.
Wow. Yeah.
And if we don't pay attention to that, and if we don't,
keep it still with the small town.
And I'm gonna tell you how I know this, because the Californians are moving here.
And then you go out to California yourself for a little bit.
I've been to California.
Yeah, you kind of went out there. What was some of the business you had? What was the difference from the scenes from the California scene and coming back to Texas? Like, what was the biggest difference that you picked up?
The weather.
Yeah.
The grind. I mean, you know, hoods are hoods wherever you go.
Yeah.
Business people are business people wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are people wherever you go. But the weather is beautiful out there, man.
Yeah.
It was amazing to get to. I've been there twice now.
Yeah.
We went to Pasadena, Los Angeles, Malibu. We rode all around there.
Yeah.
We got a chance to see a lot of it. We went there. What's that? They got it here now. In-N-Out
Burger. There you go.
In-N-Out right there by Nipsey's spot.
That's what's up.
So it was dope.
That's what's up. And you see, as you've been mentioning throughout our show here, San Antonio is definitely on the rise. And like you said, about 10 more years, you feel like it's going to be.
Oh, it's faster than that. I just say over the next decade, like what you see today and you think it is, like, for one, San Antonio is already changing. It went from 1.5 million to finna be 3 million within a span of like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
So it's the fastest, I think 7th fastest growing city.
Yeah.
Or no, 7th largest in the nation. But I'm gonna tell you something, and we have to remember this. Yeah. And I love my San Antonio people, but for my black people, we only 7% of the population. 7%. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen it, shout out to my boy. I would draw a blank right when I'm trying to think of his name.
That's always we're going to put a plug for him right there.
Yeah. Walk on the River.
Yeah.
Walk on the River. Watch that. It's a black history of San Antonio. If you haven't seen it, Google it, look it up. The brothers are right here in San Antonio. They did a black history of San Antonio to show you how and why we got to the east side, how they split, how the highway was built and destroyed a lot of black businesses. Like, we had black businesses that stretched back, I'm talking about decades. You know what I'm saying? We got one of the funeral homes, what's that on Dub? Lewis? Lewis is one of the oldest black-owned funeral homes in America. And at one time, there was over, I don't know, the 2,500 black-owned funeral homes across America, and now that number is like somewhere around like 600.
Wow.
And Lewis is still one of them that's still, Like, we got to pay attention. We got to pay attention.
Yeah, that's for sure, man.
And that's why I take so much responsibility and pride in storytelling. And like I said, controlling the narrative, because it's deeper than surface level. For
sure, man. This right here, man, this is crazy, man. I appreciate you. And I want to say more, of course, about, us as black people pushing forward and supporting. Like you said, we're only 7%, but sometimes it feels like, we should be a higher percentage.
It feels like it because we make so much noise.
Yeah.
That's why. You know what I'm saying? We make so much noise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still only 7% historically.
Yeah, historically. Hey, man, I'm going to let you get to it. I know we got plenty more to catch up to the remainder of the year. Whenever you got your show, any clips, any music videos, send it our way. We definitely want to go ahead and promote you and promote everything you got going as well,
If I can,
man.
real quick,
yeah.
Do me a favor, everybody out there. We have Policing, which is the film that I won the NAACP award for, and it is now on Tubi.
Damn,
so
that's what's up.
You can go out there and watch it. It's a 30-minute maxi drama. We got a chance to shoot it in San Antonio headquarters, right downtown, the police headquarters. We called them up and we're like, "Hey,
yeah,
this is what we doing,
man.
Y'all be down?"
Yeah.
So it was crazy walking in
and getting there and said it.
Shoot.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I would really appreciate the support. Go to Tubi and watch that.
We putting it on the TV tonight. We gonna go ahead.
Yeah.
Policing, right?
Yeah, Policing.
Man, and shout out to you winning that award as well, man. How did that come about, and how did you feel about getting that's major?
It was crazy, man, because it was a nationwide competition.
Before you go there, don't you have to put it to like a festival and people have to check it out in order to like?
So this particular film did go to festivals,
okay.
But that's not how the competition went. The way the competition went was I submitted my film Free Word, which was my first film that I wrote and directed and shot. Yeah. And I submitted it to the competition. I think I found out like the last week of the competition and found out that I made it through to the top 3. A couple of months later, and they said, okay, and the convention is going to be in San Antonio. I'm like, oh wow,
oh yeah, home court advantage. Let's go.
What's up? Let's go. And the other filmmakers were from, I think one was from New Jersey, one was from Dallas or something like that. But
that's what's up.
They gave us a topic to write about, and mine was about voting and the importance of voting. And so they had a little 3-5-minute film called The Conference. You can actually check it out on my website. And shout out to the actors.
This boy don't be playing, dog. This boy don't be playing.
So, but it actually talks about, you should see it. The poetry in it, because he writes a poem that the principal ends up banning. And so it's like he's stepping on his freedom of speech, right? And the parents are mad. They like, why would you ban my son's poem?
Yeah.
He needs to, you know what I'm saying? So the poem, they going back and forth with the principal, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to just read it to y'all. Let me read it to y'all. And he reads it, and you find out what it's about. And when you find out what it's about, you're like, damn, that's deep.
Whoa, we plugged in. Yeah. The website again, bro?
What's the website? Is goodvisuals.com.
Goodvisuals.com. It's at the bottom of y'all screen when y'all watching the final cuts of this show. That's for sure. Because we definitely about to tune in tonight. I'm about to sit back. I think I got a little bit more to drink. You know what I'm saying? A little something. And sit back. You're going to be pulling on my emotional strings and stuff. I'll be watching it. I'm like, oh, man, it got me all
what you
up.
Sipping on?
Yeah, man. Just a little Henny. You know, just a little Henny.
I recently switched over to tequila.
Yeah,
so
tequila's
I'm a Neho man.
Look at you. Hey, you know, so shots, I'm going to go with a tequila. You know, that's always safe. But when I'm sipping, I like to go ahead and sip slow and low with the Henny, you know.
Yeah, that's the best way.
So, man, hey, bro, there's so much that we still got to cover, but we ain't going to cover it in this episode. Again, I want you to give a platform as far as, like, any shout-outs that you want to give. I know it's probably one too many to give, and how can everybody stay plugged in with you, big dog?
Already. And, man, thank you very much for inviting me out and chopping it up with your audience, man. I really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Everybody that supports, and everybody that hates too. I mean, we love everybody.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So if you're a filmmaker, music videos even, Say Biff. Yeah. Check us out. Say Biff TV, SABIFF.TV. We are accepting all films of the Black diaspora. and music videos. Something that is a challenge of mine I'm really trying to get going is celebrating the music video director.
For sure.
Because we have legends in the game. Hype Williams.
Man, there's a
Benny
few.
Boom.
Benny Boom, that's the one I was thinking of. I couldn't get it out of my head. Benny Boom was he goes very under the radar with how good
he started
his shit
making
is.
actual. What did he do? Was it Brothers? Brothers?
I want to say he did
I
do
think
that.
it was the Brothers
and when
that
he
he
moved
did.
away from the music videos and did the movies and cinema. Really
and so
big budget
these
cinema.
music directors, music videos are a mini movie. You got to figure out how to tell this big old story. Well, depending on how you shoot the video. There's a lot of people that like to just bring a camera out and dance in front of the camera, which is cool if your editor is good and your editor knows what he's doing. But I like to, my videos, I prefer to tell stories.
For sure.
I prefer to have some type of message within it. And so you have to take that story and condense it into, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever the length of that song is.
For sure, man. Make sure y'all stay plugged in.
Yeah, please check out Say Biff and we would love to celebrate y'all.
For sure, and then make sure y'all we're gonna stay plugged in as well for those fights as well.
Yes.
Whenever you have those flyers, send them out. We need to put them on the back of the CD.
We got one
right
coming
here.
up again this summer.
Man.
We got one coming up because this last one was a hit.
Yeah.
Like this last one, we got so many great reviews from it. If you missed it, we got more coming. That's all I can say. If you missed it, we got more coming.
Excited, man.
Check out the highlights that we're going to be posting. Keep up with dmpboxing.com. Go over to fightersfirst.com. It's a lot of things moving. We're going to be bringing you a lot of fights, a lot more entertainment. This is just the beginning, bro.
That's what man, we roll into 100, and it may sound like a lot, but like you just said, this is just the beginning, dog. This is just the beginning, you know what I'm saying? I want to give some quick shout-outs real quick to everybody that came through. My boy Lambo Warren. Much love all the time. Shout out to my boy AC came in. My boy Dijon
if you need your pool
came
clean,
through.
holla at AC.
Shout out AC as well.
Go to his business.
And then man, we got a lot. We got Boss Trip. Shout out my boy Boss Trip, Yoda, Mari Coleman. Shout out to that boy Dom TNL doing their damn thing.
Already.
And Boss Trip, I already got you, man. But hey, man, I know y'all the ones that got to it first and to it live, so we appreciate y'all coming and check us out on the plug number 99, man. Any last things you want to say before we got here? Because bro, you the man. This podcast right here, bro. I like this one. I enjoy it because I just knew I was going to enjoy it because of the
like Russell Simmons used to come up. He walked to the mic. He'd be like, "Stay black. Come back next week."
Yeah.